think I found something here. Okay.
I know it was
And
train
was
20.
Minneapolis the excuse me?
It was train 27. Um,
Uh-huh.
it was from Fargo. Let's deal with the Fargo one first because I need to get the train rebooked. Because they sent me delay six. It was um, there was like 6 delays for it. So hold on, I'm trying to find it too. So give me 1 second here.
Mhm.
Okay, I got a delayed train number 27. It was Tuesday, July 5th. It was said for 3 hours. Well, they kept on saying 5, and then 10 minutes, 30 minutes, and then to 3 hours. It was for. It doesn't give me the reservation number. It just says the Amtrak number it was delayed. And then I guess it went there by 6:30 and I didn't even see it. But let me see if I can find the
Okay.
ticket. So give me 1 second
So
here.
you were supposed to come out at 3:24 this morning.
Yeah, but then it was delayed.
Fargo. And you were going to head it to Shelby.
Yeah, and I can't find the ticket. I keep on finding because you guys when you guys send tickets, you should put on the subject line where you're going, because I have so many tickets on here. I just have to go through them all. I mean, I can't. It's like a mess when you buy so many tickets. Um. Okay, I gotta arrive. Okay, wait a second. Yeah, I can't find that ticket. I don't have it. I bought it though. I got a delay thing for it, but I do not have it in an email from you guys at all. I keep on
Are
looking.
you talking about the Fargo to Shelby?
Yeah, I don't have that ticket at all. It never was emailed to me.
Well, it's on the list with everything else.
Yeah,
What do you mean? Because I'm looking at it here
yeah,
on the list with all the others.
yeah. I can't. I have a stack of emails from you guys, and it goes from. When I look at the ones in order, it goes from Oshkosh to Milwaukee. Um, then the next ticket should be the one where they put me on the wrong one, Oshkosh to Milwaukee. So that's number 2. And then number 3 should be Minneapolis to Fargo. Wait a second. And then went back to Milwaukee again. See, you guys sent. I got so many different tickets here. It should be Milwaukee, Oshkosh to Milwaukee, Milwaukee to Minneapolis, and number 3. This one should be. The tickets are all screwed up. That's all I know. Um, when they purchased them, okay, I found it finally. St. Paul. They're all in different orders. So they must have bought the tickets and not buying them in the order that I put them on. And then the person hung up the phone when I was placing the phone call. So I couldn't confirm all my tickets. So every ticket I bought, the guy said he had to go because it took over 3-4 hours. And then he never called me back. So I couldn't confirm any of my tickets. Um, but then he emailed them to me. So it looks like it was July 3rd to St. Paul. I went to that one. if I can find the ticket for the other one, I'll give it to you. It's gonna take me a while because he didn't buy he didn't buy these tickets in order.
I'm looking. It don't have to take you a while because I'm sitting here looking at every single one. I could see everything. I saw that from Oshkosh to Milwaukee, bus number 6332, Milwaukee to St. Paul, bus number 8391, and then you did train 7 from St. Paul's to Fargo, and then it says train 27 from Fargo to Shelby.
Yeah, that's
And then you're supposed to do Shelby. Yeah, I mean, I have them all in order, so I
okay.
don't understand.
What day is it
have.
from Shelby to the next one?
Right. You don't have that, and I'm looking at it, and then.
Yeah, if you can.
I'm just saying, I mean, I can send them all over.
No,
again,
can you
what
just?
you're saying and what I'm saying is not the same thing.
Yeah, can you put them on just one single email, a list of them?
Well, they are. Yeah, that's how you get it via email. That's
No.
how you get it. Hold on, I gotta go in. Well, yeah, that's how they come.
I didn't get.
So,
I didn't get a list.
I don't know what you have.
I just got a.
Hold on.
I just got an e-ticket on each one. I never got a list.
I gotta undo this one you didn't.
Okay.
Are you still waiting for train 27? That's my question.
Yeah,
Are you still waiting for
I'm
train
still
27?
waiting for train 27, but apparently it went by at 6:30. It was.
So you didn't get on it.
It was 3 hours.
Didn't get on it.
Yeah, it was 3 hours late, and I didn't get on it. So when does the next one come by? Is there one at like 8, 9, 10, noon, 5?
The next one doesn't come through until tomorrow morning. It's only one come through a day.
Okay, so July 6th at
Okay.
July
Before I
6th.
go to Shelby, it comes through at 3:24 in the morning.
Okay, is there a spot on that train for me?
I'm checking now. Okay, so we got that. So now I'm gonna go back here. Okay, so we're gonna do Fargo, Shelby. Okay, so I got you on the one tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, basically tonight into tomorrow at 3:24 in the morning.
Okay.
From Fargo to Shelby.
Okay. That will take care of that. And then I just wanna here, let me see if I can find this ticket. Hold on 1 second. So I don't need to wait another 3 hours. Now to Milwaukee to St. Paul, I can give you the ticket number. 4DBCD7. I thought when I went to Milwaukee or when I got to a bus stop, I asked them when was my next bus ticket, and they told me it was in 10:35. And then I said, okay. So I got on a bus at 10:35, but they never told me it was tomorrow. So they told me I had to go right away. So then I looked at the computer and I said, there's no bus here. And then I went back up to the thing to confirm. I said, when is my thing to leave? And they say 10:35. So then I got to the bus and then they let me get on, but I was not supposed to leave till the next day. So then when I got to Minneapolis, I found out I was there a day early.
Okay. You got on the bus out of Milwaukee
To
on
Minneapolis
the 2nd.
on the 1st. No, I left the 1st.
Well, that's Oshkosh. You left on the 1st.
Yeah, and then I
To
went.
Milwaukee.
And then I went to from Oshkosh to Milwaukee, and then Milwaukee to St. Paul, all on one day. Somehow they let me on a bus without me should have never been on. So I'm trying to figure out if you guys are.
Because you wasn't supposed to. You were supposed to get the bus on the 2nd.
Yeah, so I had a hotel down on the 2nd, but they told me I had to get on that bus, and somehow the bus, even if that bus wasn't. And then when I got to St. Paul, I noticed the ticket said the 2nd. So I'm trying to figure out why they told me to go on the bus in the first place. So I was trying to see if you guys will refund that one or put that one back on my rail pass, since I got on a wrong bus and I lost out of a hotel day in Milwaukee.
No, we can't do that without investigating.
Okay.
Number one, Oshkosh, we don't have employees there.
So
there could be people managing the
Okay.
station. I don't know.
Can you
But we would have to look into that.
Okay, can you investigate it then and figure out why I got on the wrong bus on the 1st?
Okay. Because, did you have tickets for your bus?
I let them scan my ticket on the 2nd, and somehow they let me on. They even didn't ask me if it was the right day or anything. I asked when was
But
my.
you didn't read your tickets to know what date you were on?
I'm learning disability and reading. I went up to the front desk and asked them to check it for me and the bus driver, and they told me it was that day. And they never asked me you were here, and I went straight from Oshkosh to there. But then I usually, when I go from a place to a place, I go up to the Amtrak station info thing, and I asked them when is my next ticket so I can get it printed or when it leaves, and they told me it was July 1st. And then when I looked at the
Right.
ticket, they told me it's July 2nd, and then when I got to St. Paul, I didn't have no hotel. So then I had to pay like $150 for a hotel
So
that
you rely on somebody to read for you the whole time. You don't read any of your stuff.
I read some
you
of
strictly rely
yeah.
on somebody to tell
Yeah,
you.
I read some of my stuff.
All right.
When I go to the Amtrak station, I go up to the front desk and I ask them for help or when I leave or where I go. And they said 10:35, and then I went on the 10:35, but so did the bus driver. So they should have never let me on, and they should have said it's tomorrow. But instead they let me on, and then I got to St. Paul and I was basically stranded in a city where
Yeah,
I didn't have no
I'll let
hotel.
them know
Okay.
Well, I'll let them know because I don't know if Amtrak gonna take on that responsibility, and
Yep.
if just maybe that they'll put your name in the system, so you'll have to do, because
Yeah.
they'll tell you maybe you'll have to just read it for yourself. Maybe they won't tell you because we're not gonna, anybody
Yeah.
can tell
Well,
you anything. Really,
the bus.
really. That's why we print tickets. That's why we have
Yeah.
everything in black and white. We print it and give it to you. So we'll see what they say.
If you can,
I don't know if
if
they're
you
gonna
can,
take on that ownership.
yeah,
We'll
if
see
you
what
can
they
put
say.
on there, if you can just put on the notes, I just want an extra segment, one segment, since I took up one segment. Put on there,
Yeah, I don't know if that'll
yeah.
be done, so I don't
Yeah.
want you to get your hopes up because
Well,
that's more likely not than it is. But I'll certainly tell them what
yeah,
you say.
I would say I would put on the notes. I would want one segment since they let me on the wrong bus, and then I would put on there too if I'm traveling through the USA. See if I had kids or me, and they scanned my ticket, and I went on the bus on the wrong day or to a different city is a serious matter. So I would just put that on there to make sure it doesn't happen to me again.
Well, I mean, you have to read your stuff too. They're gonna let you know you have to read your stuff, and
The bus
so
driver
forth.
should have not
So
let me on too, though, right? Like,
because if you wouldn't have walked on the bus for them to scan the wrong thing, if you had read it, you would
yeah,
have known
they
that
scan
you
it.
weren't there. So it's 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. That's why we'll
Yeah.
see what they
I would
say.
ask the people at
Okay?
the front desk and the bus stop driver to figure out how somebody got a scan ticket for a different day and let on the bus. It's kind of serious to me.
Yeah.
If somebody, luckily I had money for an extra day, but it's say if a kid or somebody else got on a bus and they went somewhere totally to a different place or a different
Well,
day.
usually that don't happen because
Yep.
everybody reads their tickets. They
Yeah.
know before they get there where they're going,
Yeah.
They might go to the window and say, like, what track is it coming in on or something like that. But they don't, they don't really get into all of that.
Yeah.
Now, whoever was doing it was probably being nice, whether it was wrong or right. But
Yeah.
they'll determine that, and then they'll determine, what information
Yeah.
they'll give
I
you
would
next
just
time.
I would
They
just
might say, "Oh, sir, can you read your ticket?"
Yeah.
As opposed to giving you anything, because now you're holding them accountable, and they're not going to be held accountable.
Yeah, I would just
So
make
it
sure
all
when they
depends. So
scan
we'll
my
see.
when and for my other trips, if to make sure they scan my ticket because I want to make sure I don't get on the wrong bus or the wrong train somewhere. Or um,
Yeah,
usually
you gotta read
I
your
never
ticket.
got on the wrong train, but it's confusing with these numbers and all that. So just to put a note on there to make sure I get on the right train and the right destination
Okay.
and the
All
right
right.
date. It's
I
kind of
do have to
serious
move
to
on,
me.
so okay,
I
I'll
would
give
think
you.
there was a security flaw in there to make sure when they check it, it says the right place too. It's not like I'm trying to go to a wrong place, you know? I'm trying to make sure I get to the right
All right.
place. All right?
Okay, I'll get that on.
All
Thank
right,
you for
thank you.
calling Amtrak.
All right, bye.
If you would like to take a brief survey of
Okay. So that was the notes from this. Is somehow they let me on the wrong ticket, the wrong bus. Um, and either somebody hacked into the system and changed my date or anything because I was supposed to stay in Milwaukee. But then when I got to Milwaukee, I went up to the Amtrak station and asked them when is my next bus. And I looked up at the computer, I didn't see it. I was like, am I the next day or what? Or what's going on? Go to Amtrak and I said, when is my next bus? They said to go to Greyhound first. And I went to Greyhound and they said, you're supposed to go back to Amtrak. Then I went to Amtrak and it said, when do I am supposed to leave? They looked it up and they said 10:35. So then I was looking up at the computer waiting. A bus comes at 10:35. And then the lady screamed at it and I went on the bus. They scanned my ticket. The guy kind of looked at it, but then he didn't say, are you here on the right this day? Are you changing days? Because I thought they just pushed my ticket to, or they booked it wrong, or booked the wrong day. So really, they should give me another segment. And really, what happens if I was not supposed to be there? Was I supposed to get on the bus and go back to Milwaukee then? Oh, imagine if that was a little kid or somebody else. That scanned ticket should have not let me on there, or to ask, hey, you're switching days, or something else. But the ticket actually wasn't for that day. And you would think somebody would have to switch that barcode. Say you want to go on this day, let me call and switch it, or you have to call and switch it, or run into Amtrak, get quick and switch the day. But they did not. So the way I see it, what happens if I got on the wrong bus to a different place or a different date? But let's see if they give me my segment back because I had to go to St. Paul and buy an extra day. And then it cost me money, and I was supposed to be in Milwaukee to leave out passes to people. And now I got screwed out of a day to Milwaukee.